Hi, give me a second to find this. I'm gonna be trying. I don't really feel like channeling today. We have a crazy energy, so I'm gonna do something a little bit different. But I'm gonna talk about, just the other dimensions, planes, astral. Give me a second to find the video. I couldn't share it yesterday. It was really hard to do videos yesterday on Facebook. That's some weird stuff. So, good morning. I'm all excited. You know that I'm always like, this is me. I'm into disaster prevention in my own life. I always want to know what's coming so I can handle it, and I'm good energetically if you know me. So, I'm real excited because I actually put it in this space that I had a dream. I tend to be real tuned in through the other realms through my dreams and stuff too. That we were hitting a K9 with this ascension kind of space storm energy, and everyone thinks I'm crazy when I mention this stuff as usual, right? Like I'm off the deep end. And we are hitting K7 right now as of this morning, and I have noticed the change in the energies that we've been stabilizing above like K3 and above most days. Like I don't think we're going back down. I think we're staying in a pretty much infinite geostorm from this point forward. A lot of people don't even realize. They're like, holy shit, we're hitting a K7, we're in the storm. This storm hasn't even peaked yet. We have a full moon this weekend, and we know that real energy is going to follow like after the full moon, after this weekend, with that crazy solar energy. So we have things are happening, but it's still our week where we're meant to be like dreaming right now. I'm like more tuned into our dreams, the subconscious, what lies underneath, and things like that. A lot of people, I have, this is our little Lumerian group, and we have our Atlantis group. A lot of people have been looking for these places a long time, right? But they're looking in the third dimension. It's kind of like when they go look for stuff in space too. They're only able to perceive, what you're a vibrational match to. These were places that would have existed in other realms, other dimensions. So we're realizing as we're having this spiritual awakening that we're multidimensional. And I don't care who you are. I had some pretty crazy dream experiences prior to my awakening. But unless your third eye is open, you're probably not going to have the same interdimensional access. That really is our connection to these other realms. And I can just kind of look at the astral as another realm of existence. And it really can teach us a lot, especially going through this spiritual awakening, because we're learning that this place is a dream. We're trying to wake up and become lucid, and I know everyone thinks we're awake and this is it, but trust me, we're going to have these awakenings within awakenings and come to more and more lucidity with where we're at. And we haven't arrived until we can get back to, the density level of the dream world, with things will kind of merge into one. So right now, the dream dimensions in this realm are kind of merging and colliding into one. And you guys are having different experiences, whether you remember it or not. Whether it's like you can easily go find people in the dream world, you can view your future probabilities, be changing your timelines, connecting with people that you no longer have access to in this dimension for purposes of healing. You could be, in dream school being taught. Some of you guys have dreams where I've come to visit you for healing or teaching capacities. I've had a lot of memory of the work I've done in the dream world, where it's just like the work I'm doing here, where I try to tell people these are your future probabilities, and I would do this and advise people or guide people or heal people or try to give people information from their Akashic, much like I do here, I've noticed. So we're having these dream experiences. This is a lot that our body's going through. like with this ascension and these upgrades, we're transforming fast. And I know people have been saying, have a lot to say about my mission lately, but if you go look at my journey from day one of doing these videos and coming off of drugs, healing myself, activating myself, and moving forward to activate and heal others on my journey, you can see that this stuff is powerful, it is profound, and it is life-changing. And you guys can use this spiritual knowledge and be living in a totally different type of life, because you're going to be a totally different frequency. And our frequency is always attracting everything that we're seeing and living and embodying in our, reality on so many levels. Make sure you guys are doing lots of water too. So, I'm going to do the real easy way out of videos today. I'm going to real quick pull up my article I put out just for a reference point in case I forget anything. I'm going to talk about astral traveling. and the best ways to induce these type of out-of-body astral lucid dream experiences. It's really hard for me to try to teach this stuff. It's something that I did a lot of training in. Like when I was younger though, right? I've always been getting trained for this mission in the craziest ways. If I look back, I can see that now. And I spent a lot of time, you know, with the subconscious training, doing dream work. It's an area that I'm very interested in and tuned into in my own life. So I'm going to talk about some things that go hand in hand with the dream world and astral travel. It's just like here, intent is powerful. So my boyfriend for sure needs to have some more astral kind of crazy stuff, because, you know, his mission's kind of colliding with mine and what I'm doing. So he for sure is going to need to have some more of these crazy, profound kind of spiritual experiences so we can better understand this stuff. So he's starting to. I already saw that before he went to sleep. I think I forgot. It was yesterday taking a nap or the day before. And intent. Have the intent before going to sleep. These are some little dream hacks that have worked for me. So for me, if I want to have an astral experience, you set the intention, I ask, and I say, you know, it depends on who you're spiritually connected to. Some people are having spiritual experiences connected to source, aliens, ancestors, right? The spiritual, your God, I don't really know. I try not to get too personal with people, but whoever you're praying to, set that intention that you will have an astral experience. But I always try to remind people that you should mention you want to remember it. We're having these crazy dream experiences every single night. Yeah, you're leaving your body and you are going to another dimension. You're actually leaving the physical body. Don't worry, you come back, right? And you're going to another realm of existence and you're doing all sorts of crazy things. The reason why that we don't remember is we've been subconsciously programmed that it's not important. And that so as soon as we wake up, our memory usually begins to fade, right? Even if you can remember bits and pieces,